Interesting. Okay. Let me not do that for right now. Fist of Radiance, knock back. Knee strike. Let me redraw this. I just wanted to see if I can get better cards. Okay, okay, knock back. Let me go here.
Tracking movement.
Nice.
You are lucky to still be breathing.
Nice. The environment attacks deal increased damage and 1 less heroism for 2 turns. Nice. Full force. Cool. Cool. Let's do Captain Marvel. Can I perform this action? Alright, that's fine. Knock back. One step ahead. Slash. That's not gonna be good enough. I can do this. Fist of Radiance. Let's do Drain Soul. I just want to see. Let's see how it does.
It was your time.
Drain Soul.
Stoke the fires of hell with your soul. We will never forsake her. I'll handle it.
You just made a big mistake.
Low. That's a problem. Everybody's doing like all these debuffs in Captain Marvel, which is smart.
Really
it's
want
very
to get
smart.
on my bad side.
More souls come for
There's a
judgment.
lot of people coming in. Oh man.
Hydra! The last thing we need is for that pompous buffoon to win today. Stop that chopper, please.
With pleasure.
Okay. We have Lash. Force a knockback in any direction takes 17. I take 17 damage. Okay. Let me do that. We need to start taking this guy out. Rider. Nice. I think that's worth it.
This will be your end. It is time.
Nice. I think I need to heal Robbie, just in case. He can probably help. Photon beam. Five. I wish she wasn't so slow and did. She's like so weak. It's so annoying how weak. I need to take him out. Yeah, I need to take him out. Slash. Into that.
Was that truly your best?
Nice. Alright. Delay the helicopter. There's 2 turns remaining. Okay. Heal. Hell Ride. Damage each enemy in a line. Discard your hand. Yeah.
None can escape.
We have to clear out the enemy. Oh, that is amazing. That's amazing.
Well, that guy wins coolest hero persona.
In turn.
By her command.
For
That's
Hydra.
pretty cool. Oh no.
Mere mortal.
We need to get to the helicopter. Get to the chopper. Get to the chopper.
Our loyal soldiers aren't the simple punching bags you've come to expect, are they? Somehow this human...
Oh, I didn't get to
these
use the
mere
card.
mortals
Oh, it discarded
dare
my
to
hand.
stand against ye fearsome gods. All is
Okay, I
possible
messed
with
up.
Mother.
I messed up. Alright. I messed up. I thought, okay. 24. One step ahead. Discard a random card. Drain soul. We need to focus on the helicopter. Drop. I don't think we need that. 21. Immune to knockback. Oh, immune to knockback? Well, that doesn't help me. I don't think we're gonna end up doing this.
That'll work.
Yeah. think we have enough. What if I knock him into the... If I knock this one back... That doesn't help me.
Not a problem.
17. I mean, that's...
I'm just surprised Lilith didn't want you unhurt.
I don't think
got
we did
away.
it.
Do not worry, heroes. You will still witness the results of my work firsthand. On the field
Yeah,
of
I
battle.
didn't... I need to start again. Yeah, because I should have used the card. That was my bad. Let's try that again. Alright,
Now that was
now
something.
we have enough. Now we have enough. That's how we set that up. There we go.
Suffering begins.
So awesome.
Well done. Seems like that's the last of them.
Much better.
Last.
Okay, I recovered.
There are more heads to the Hydra than you will ever comprehend, heroes. This is a minor setback at most.
Well, at least we don't have to listen to you any longer today. I consider that alone a victory.
Okay. It's a good learning experience. Ghost Rider Souls. When Ghost Rider KOs a number of enemies and fills the soul meter, he will draw a copy of Drained Souls. Increase friendship with Ghost Rider improves his passive. Oh. Good to know.
Well done.
I love all these different mechanics with
If
every
Hydra
single
wasn't
hero.
paying attention before, they are now. Stay sharp.
Robbie was definitely the MVP there. I definitely am glad I had him. Oh. Is that Sabretooth? Is that Sabretooth? That's just a guess. Mission rating. Okay, good. That one got a 3. Alright. Look at us. Look at us. 100 gloss. Oh, okay. I dig. That was... It's cool, because, like, it was as challenging as that was. I think that was the most stars I ever got on a mission so far. I think. Mission rewards are tied to a hero levels, so as the hunter gains levels in combat and rewards offered in future missions will improve. Don't worry about leveling every hero. As the hunter's level increases, any weaker heroes will automatically level up so they won't fall far behind. That's good. Tip, at higher difficulty levels, all heroes level up faster, granting access to higher rarity rewards sooner. Cool. Yeah, now I can pick and choose a hangout. A new post is added to Superlink. We'll check that out. Ileana, were you walking the Abbey grounds last night? Niet. Weird. I saw a strange light out my window. We're the only ones here who have our own underglow, so I figured it was you. Maybe Carol was out for a moonlight stroll. No way, Captain Marvel isn't a soft glow. She's a portable sun. Also, you can't take a moonlight stroll during a new moon. Hashtag just witchy things. That's totally Agatha. Cool. Oh.
Feeling a chill, Magic?
You could say that. I've been staring at the night sky trying to figure it out.
Figure what out?
You're observant, Hunter. You tell me.
Thinking about Wanda?
You were trying to figure out how to bring Wanda back.
Close, Hunter. But no. Something much more sinister has grabbed my attention.
Sinister?
Is it
When I was holding
Agatha?
the trans-dimensional door for you back there, I sensed something was at the docks with you. Something dark and familiar.
What did you see, Ileana?
I did not see, I said. I sensed something there. But that's not the only thing I sensed today.
Oh?
Something has shifted in Limbo, but I cannot quite put my finger on it. All I know is that whatever is happening is also strangely familiar to me. And when all you knew was darkness and despair growing up, that warm, fuzzy feeling of familiarity is not just a warning sign, but an alarm bell.
We should inform the others of any potential danger.
Warn them of what? One of Magic's airy-fairy gut feelings? The Avengers are already unsure of us. I do not need to add to that.
She really does
Best
not like
not
that.
say anything until I am better able to articulate it.
Wow, I don't think
I'd like to be left
Magic
to
and I
my
are going to
thoughts
get
now,
along.
Hunter. I still have a lot of thinking
Yeah.
to do. While I try to make sense of what I felt at the docks and the energetic shifts that ripple through Limbo, I will let you know
Can you
if I
have
do.
negative? Can we have negative friendship? Yeah, like we're not doing so great with Magic, which is a shame because I like Magic. She's just, you know, we just aren't seeing eye to eye here. That's cool. Okay. Oh my, that's cool too. I like the fiery Phoenix 5. That's pretty cool. Ileana Rasputin. Strengths: repositioning enemies, knockback, single target damage. The mutant Ileana Rasputin, oh shit, she's a mutant, was born in Siberia, where at a young age she was tricked by the demon Mephisto and led into the otherworldly realm of Limbo. It was here that Ileana first learned to wield her mutant powers, the ability to open portals, allowing for interdimensional travel across space and time. Doesn't the other Marvel character from the latest Doctor Strange in the Madness of the Multiverse, America, I think is her name, doesn't she do the same thing, or is it different? Magic is a powerful support hero who exerts tight control over enemies, repositioning them for maximum effect. That makes a lot of sense. Nico Minoru. Strengths: multi-target damage, supporting allies, generating heroism. After the traumatic discovery that her parents were actually dark wizards participating in human sacrifice, Nico Minoru tried to run away, but she didn't get far. Nico's mother was attacked her with the mystical Staff of One, which Nico inexplicably absorbed into her own body. When the staff re-emerged later, a shocked Nico realized she could now control it by turning any simple phrase into a powerful spell. Nico is a support hero whose unpredictability is offset by the sheer power of her abilities. Okay, we already know about Hunter, Eric, Brooks. Carol Danvers. Strength: single target damage, multi-target damage, and protecting allies. Before her time as Captain Marvel, Major Carol Danvers was a skilled Air Force intelligence officer who eventually became head of security for NASA. After an accident involving a piece of alien technology revealed Carol's latent superpowers, she learned of her true lineage as one of the Kree, an ancient race of aliens who once controlled a vast empire across space. How to play. An absolute damage powerhouse, Captain Marvel must first build her to her binary state to reach her full potential. Binary. Captain Marvel builds to her binary state by playing abilities. Upon entering her binary state, she is granted a large amount of block. If her block ever reaches 0, Captain Marvel loses binary. But until then, the damage of every Captain Marvel attack and heroic ability is doubled. Because of binary, Captain Marvel is a devastating damage dealer. However, binary can take multiple turns to achieve, and it can be hard to maintain because of the taunt effect that accompanies many of her abilities. Squad synergy. Captain Marvel is capable of dealing more damage than most other heroes, but she requires significant heroism to reach her full potential. If her allies can't protect her from enemy attacks, she will not be able to sustain her binary state long enough to be effective. Passive ability. Didn't feel a thing. Yeah, she increases her friendship with the Hunter. Captain Marvel has a chance to gain counter with every KO. This can be particularly powerful when she's in her binary state. Tips. Combat items or ally abilities that apply block to Captain Marvel will help maintain her binary state even longer. Let me look at more of these mores. Doctor Strange is a flexible support hero. The more heroism is generated, the more powerful he becomes. Upgrading with heroism. Doctor Strange can not only generate large amounts of heroism, but his abilities will grow more powerful as a result. Many of Doctor Strange's abilities become enhanced and instantly upgrade to a more powerful version as the current amount of heroism increases. Because the abilities still remain playable at lower heroism levels, Doctor Strange is incredibly flexible. Squad energy. Doctor Strange is the ultimate support hero. He can generate heroism, draw cards, protect his allies, buff their abilities, and more. He partners well with damage-dealing heroes, making their attacks even more effective. Passive ability, Greater Good. As he increases his friendship with the Hunter, Doctor Strange will have an increasing chance to generate heroism at the end of their start of their turn. Tips. Though he's a support hero, Doctor Strange's damage-dealing heroic abilities are some of the most powerful in the game, especially when heroism levels are high. Okay. Robbie Reyes. Multi-target damage, single-target damage, and self-healing. While the Spirit of Vengeance has taken on many forms, Robbie Reyes might be the most reluctant of its many hosts. Working as a mechanic in Los Angeles, Robbie has made the mistake of street racing in the possessed muscle car known as the Hell Ride. That's his ability, the Hell Ride. One of my favorite. That so far is my favorite, like, ability to date. So, like, such a crowd pleaser. When things went south and Robbie was killed by a local gang, the Spirit of Vengeance brought him back by transforming him into the Ghost Rider. How to play. Ghost Rider can deal very high damage to one or more enemies, but most of his abilities come at an additional cost to himself or his allies. Self-damage and souls. Ghost Rider's abilities are more powerful than most other heroes, but they also extract a cost when used, either damaging Ghost Rider or discarding cards from the hand. Ghost Rider can offset this self-damage through his souls mechanic. As Ghost Rider KOs enemies, he fills his souls meter. Once the meter is filled, he immediately draws a Drain Souls ability. Drain Souls is a heroic chain ability that not only damages his targets, but also heals Ghost Rider with Lifesteal. Every time Drain Souls is used, all Drain Souls abilities gain a +1 chain, making them more powerful, but they also increase their heroism cost by 1 as well. Squad energy. Ghost Rider requires large amounts of heroism to be effective. He is partnered with a support hero who can generate the heroism he needs and keep him protected and healed, as Ghost Rider's self-damage can make him vulnerable. Passive ability, Soul Collector. As he increases his friendship with the Hunter, Ghost Rider will increase his maximum health in combat every time he fills his souls meter. As Ghost Rider's most powerful abilities convert his health into damage, raising his maximum health not only makes him hardier, it makes him more powerful as well. Tips. Drain Souls can be a devastating ability when used multiple times in combat, so getting KOs early and filling Ghost Rider's souls meter is crucial. Very cool. Tony Stark. Redraw. Iron Man is a well-rounded hero capable of high damage, single and multi-target abilities, as well as a wide range of squad support skills. Redraw to upgrade. Many of Iron Man's abilities use a redraw to upgrade mechanic. When these abilities are actively redrawn, they are instantly upgraded to a more powerful version of themselves instead of being discarded. This makes Iron Man's abilities both flexible and powerful, but it means the most redraws should be consumed for Iron Man's benefit when he is on the squad. Okay, that's interesting. Squad synergy. Because he has a well-rounded skill set, Iron Man is a good complement to most heroes in combat. Allies with a lot of heroic abilities, however, won't be able to redraw as often, potentially leaving your hand clogged with heroic abilities that you can't afford to play. I love all these tips that they give for these characters. Passive ability. I'll handle this. As he increases his friendship with Hunter, Iron Man can generate his own redraws, making him even more powerful. I love that. Combat items or ally abilities that generate redraws are always beneficial for Iron Man to consume for his ability upgrades. All of these things to pay attention to, which shows that there's a lot of strategy that's involved in a game that already has a lot of strategy. Magic is a powerful support hero who exerts tight control over enemies, repositioning them for maximum effect. Portals and repositioning. When Magic places a portal on the map, her numerous knockback abilities will send enemies through that portal. Because placement of her portals can be nearly anywhere on a map, enemies can be knocked into explosives other than enemies or right into a drop. Many of her other abilities can position one or more enemies in a precise location on the maps, making them vulnerable to follow-up attacks. I love that ability, positioning. Because Magic treads the line between support and damage dealer, she partners well with many other heroes, especially those capable of area attacks. She can require high amounts of heroism and is most effective with multiple copies of her Limbo Portal ability in her deck. Passive ability, Relay. As she increases her friendship with the Hunter, Magic has a chance to immediately draw a new copy of a Limbo Portal whenever she knocks an enemy through a previous portal. Tips: while our abilities deal significant damage on their own, repositioning our enemies for a follow-up attack from allies can make magic even more effective. Nico Minoru, Roulette and Unpredictability. Many of Nico's abilities have an element of unpredictability, either in the enemy they target or the effect that they apply to a friend or foe. Some of Nico's abilities use the roulette keyword, which means that the ability's exact effects will be determined when it is drawn into the hand, and not when the ability is used. Much of Nico's unpredictability, that's important, like knowing that it's not gonna like change what it shows when we draw it. Much of Nico's unpredictability can be offset by tactical play, either in the timing of when abilities are played, the targets she selects, or how those targets are positioned in battle. Squad synergy. Nico has a wide array of support abilities and especially adept at drawing a lot of abilities into the hand and generating heroism. As such, she partners well with damage-dealing heroes that have high heroism requirements. Passive ability, and another one. As she increases her friendship with Hunter, Nico has the chance to draw abilities into the hand whenever other abilities are played. Tips: Nico's damage-dealing abilities will often benefit from being played later in the turn, when the number of possible targets has been reduced, thereby reducing the randomness of her attacks. Okay. And... Blade. Bleeding. I think I already read this, but just in case. Blade can deal significant damage by applying the bleeding status to targets. A bleeding enemy will continue to take damage over multiple turns. This is especially effective against high health enemies. Blade's later abilities further capitalize enemies with the bleeding status, making Blade an even more efficient damage dealer. Squad synergy. While Blade is effective at dealing damage, he lacks any powerful squad support abilities. He also lacks abilities that can reposition enemies through knockback. I think I already read this, so... I think I read this already. Yeah, Carol... We already talked... Yeah, we already did this. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Cool. How are we doing? Is there a negative? Do I have negative for... Magic's just 0. Okay. Well, that's good. I mean, we only have... We're only... The only direction we can go from here is up, right? Oh. Oh. I just teleported here. Where's Charlie? I'm on other things. A few heroes are available to hang out in the with Hunter in the common room. Engage in a hangout to grow the Hunter's friendship with a hero of your choice. Yeah, let's see who I have. Ooh. I have a lot of choices here. Blade's not one of them. Blade, you're so hard to get.
For someone who just dug up, you look pretty fresh. It's good to punch Hydra in the face, but they feel like a red herring. Okay, a black and red herring, but still. In school, they never taught us about Hydra's role in World War II. Do you think modern Hydra made sure of that? Where does Hydra find so many troopers? There's no hiring app for goons. But if there was, I'd call it a goober.
Cool. Alright, I don't know how many of these folks I can, you know, hang out with. But I hope it's limited enough that it makes it interesting. Alright, I can't interact with that until tomorrow. That's fine. Who do I want to hang with? Who do I want to love me? Hey. I'm kind of disappointed that I can't...
You're looking well, Chief.
...become friends with Blade. He's the one that I want to... Blade is the one that I want to be able to, like... Eric's the one I want to be able to, like... bump up my friendship the most, because he's just so hard to get.
Can't hurt to warm up on Hydra's flunkies. You've got an endless supply of practice dummies to beat on. You might feel like you need to hold back in training, but I'm glad you're not taking it easy on Hydra. Any sign of Arm Zeta? They're supposed to be Hydra's special project squad. Just think of Hydra as a training tool, one you don't have to worry about running into the ground. Hydra's got all kinds of disposable heroes just waiting to make a name for themselves. Too bad they ran into you. Can't hurt to warm up on Hydra's flunkies. You've got an endless supply of
time to make a
practice dummies
decision.
to beat on.